Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because I'm going to be talking about the 10 brands that I want to try in 2020. So I did this video last year and I did like 18 brands or something crazy, and then I did a roundup at the end of the year and kind of just discussed what I tried, what I did, and I asked y'all if you would like to see that same type of video for 2020, and so many people said yes, that you would like to see that, so I went ahead and pulled a list together. I've got some mainstream, I've got some indie, just 10 brands that I'm really excited to try, hopefully, during 2020. So let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Alright, so I scooted over a little bit just because I'm going to throw the Instagram on of each brand that I'm talking about, just so you can see their handle and check them out if you want to see more and just kind of get an overall vibe of their products if you're not familiar with them already. Some you probably will be, some you might not. So the very first brand that I have written down that I want to try during 2020, let me pull up my list, is Copacetic Cosmetics. So this is kind of a cheat because I already know that I'm definitely going to be trying them because I made an order on January 1st, New Year's, for a palette from Copacetic Cosmetics. That was a collab I'm super excited about, but I've been curious about their brand for a while. I remember a few months ago they did a unicorn palette that was like these really pretty just light pastel shimmers that was so cute. So I've been intrigued by them for a while, and they collaborated with Basket Case Beauty on a really beautiful palette called the Elysian palette, and I cannot wait until it arrives at my doorstep and I can play with it. So I know I'm going to be trying them this year, but they were a brand that I kind of had on my mind, that I was thinking about, that I've been intrigued, and like the intrigue was growing through the previous year. So next, oh my gosh, my entire notes thing just closed out. They want to make my life harder. Okay. The next brand that I have on the list is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a carryover from last year, one of the brands that I ended up not trying, but I still am super, super intrigued to. I really love Charlotte Tilbury, like her as a person. I feel like she's just like this ball of energy, and I really, really want to try her products. I feel like she seems to know what she's doing pretty well, and the thing is that whenever I go in store and I swatch them, it's almost like there's like nothing, like it doesn't even seem like it's like that amazing of a product. But I feel like whenever you get them on the skin, that's probably when you can really see their magic, because it's like, oh, I swatch a bronzer, it's like, oh yeah, it's a bronzer, but then when you actually put it on and feel all the feelings and you like the undertone or the way it blends or whatever, that's what's important. So I kind of have high hopes for her brand, and last year I did not try anything. But this year, hopefully I will. I'm super intrigued to try her bronzer and highlighter duo, maybe a lipstick. I feel like that's kind of at the top of my list. And it closed out again. What the heck? Okay, I'm just going to take a screenshot. So the next brand on my list is Huda Beauty. And this is, again, a little bit of a cheat. But I just wanted to go with the 10 brands that were truly on my heart. So I actually tried one thing from Huda Beauty last year, which was their nude light palette, and I really, really liked it. But I feel like that's such just like a tiny, tiny little taste of the brand that I feel like there's so much more that I want to explore. And I never really tried anything from Huda Beauty in the past. There was multiple reasons, and I feel like they've kind of steered clear of controversy for a while. It feels like they've been doing good, so I'm more comfortable with supporting them. And they stopped selling mink lashes, which I'm so, so excited about. So I'm definitely curious to try more. I don't know, maybe like a highlighter palette, maybe some lipstick, maybe some more of their eyeshadows if they release any cool palettes this year. I just want to get more of a feel for the brand in general, because I don't know, I feel like you can't tell that much from just like one 9-pan neutral palette as for what the whole brand is about. So I really want to explore that more. Alright, so the next brand on my list is Chaos Cosmetics, and I feel the need to kind of do this little disclaimer every single time, but there is a brand called Chaos Makeup, and they're an indie brand with a pretty large following. I want to say like probably like 200,000 something on Instagram, and they've had some controversy and some questionable moments, but that's not the brand I'm talking about. I'm talking about Chaos Cosmetics, which is different, and they're a very, very small little indie brand. And I stumbled across their page just because they have really beautiful swatches and duochromes and gels and pigments, and everything looks so stunning that I'm really, really intrigued to try their products and their eyeshadows in general. So I feel like I've just been waiting for the perfect moment. Maybe if they do some type of shadow bundle, a single shadow, pressed single shadow bundle, I'll be about it. But I've just been really curious about them. Alright, so the next brand on my list is Kristen Audette, and I was never familiar with this brand before they collaborated with Mel Thompson, and they have lipsticks and lip liners. I'm not sure what else they've got going on. I feel like this just popped into my mind because I've been so back and forth about buying just one lipstick from them. My voice just cracked because I was super excited for Mel Thompson, and there was a really beautiful neutral lipstick that came in a bundle, and it was for her collaboration. I was like, oh, I love nude lipsticks, and I was like, I don't need it. I definitely don't need a bundle with other shades that I wouldn't really use, like a bullet red lipstick. Not my thing. So I didn't buy it, but they're available as singles now, and I'm just kind of curious because I've never tried the brand. I love nude lipstick, but also it is a high-end price in my opinion for the lipstick, so I'm not sure. I'm tempted, and it just kind of put the brand on my radar. So I'm definitely curious to keep following them in 2020, seeing what they're about, what they come out with, maybe buying that lipstick, who knows, but they're on my mind. So the next brand is Peachy Queen, and I've talked about them quite a lot in indie makeup releases. They come out with some super interesting palettes. They've had like the first one that comes to my mind is a Ouija board palette, which is not my cup of tea, but they also did a Beetlejuice palette. They've done a Friends palette. They've done, I don't know, so many different cute little themes, and I'm always like, that's cute, but it's not exactly perfect for me. But they just seem like overall good quality. I've heard good things, and just like the ideas and everything is so adorable that I'm really, really hoping they come out with something during 2020 that's going to be for me, not specifically for me, but just something that will match my aesthetics and that I'll want to end up purchasing. So I have high hopes because I've been watching their brand for a while now, and there's never been a palette that's just been like just right for me where I'm like, yes, I love everything about it. So fingers crossed. All right, so the next brand on my list is Danessa Myricks, and I am so intrigued by her makeup line. It's sold on Beautylish, and everything just looks like it's marketed for super glowy skin. There's blushes, there's highlighters, there's face primer, foundation. I don't even remember if it was foundation or if it was like kind of like a super light coverage type thing, but I've definitely added her stuff in my cart before and taken it out and added it in and taken it out, and I just feel like I'm so intrigued by her products and just like the overall aesthetic, and I just love that kind of lighter, super glowy look. That's definitely what I've been gravitating towards, especially for the skin. I don't want anything heavy. I don't want anything matte. So I don't know. I'm not sure if like I'm hoping for a new release that will like catch my interest. They've already caught my interest a lot, and there's a lot of things I want to buy. It's just pulling the trigger and buying them. So I'm hoping to definitely do that in 2020 just because I don't know, I just have a feeling something about the brand. I'm like, this is so me. Like, I feel like I'm going to end up finding Holy Grail products. Not that I don't already have so many amazing products. All right, so the next brand on my list is KKW Beauty, and I feel like that might come as a surprise or might not, but I've just been super intrigued by so many things that they've done. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might know that whenever there was the original collaboration with Makeup by Mario, he came out with a gloss that was called like Super Nude, I want to say, or maybe like Nude AF. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something nude, and it was like a super, super light gloss, and I was so about it, but I never wanted to pay shipping, and I never ended up purchasing it, and I guess it was limited edition, and now it's too late. I'm slightly heartbroken because I genuinely wanted to try that gloss so bad, and I'm so curious about the line in general. I feel like, again, the aesthetics, everything that they come out with, I'm kind of like, wow, this is so beautiful, so well put together. I can see why like the average woman would be drawn to this, and like the bridal collection and whatever it may be. So I don't know, I'm super curious to see what they're going to come out with this coming year, and I feel like they're not as high on my list as like other indie brands, because it's like, does Kim Kardashian really need my money? Probably not. It's not like the whole support thing, but I'm just curious and intrigued. I feel like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I hope to try them in 2020. I was going to keep going about the different products, but it's okay. All right, so the next brand on my list is so freaking adorable. They are so cute. They came out with their first product a few months ago, and they are called Hysteria Cosmetics. His, like 2 S's, because it's like cat themed. So their first palette was called LAKEY, I believe, and it had a hairless cat on it. And I just thought it was the cutest freaking thing. Such an adorable idea. The colors in the palette didn't really draw me in. They didn't feel like something I needed to own, even though I loved the actual like packaging, the aesthetic, everything behind the brand. I love cats so much. So I think it's a super cute idea, and I'm very intrigued to see what else they do, what they come out with next. I don't know. I don't know. Something about the naked, hairless cat caught my attention, and I've been thinking about them ever since. All right, so the 10th and final brand that is on my list to try for 2020, although let's be honest, there's probably going to be a lot of brands that aren't on this list that I end up trying next year or this year. It's this year now. It's already 2020. I can see clearly. There's probably going to be a lot. You know what this channel is about. I love indie brands. I'll discover new ones. I'll buy from them, kind of thing. But anyways, long story short, the last brand is KKW Beauty, and they are a smaller Hispanic indie brand, and I'm super intrigued by them. I almost purchased a palette a few months ago, but I decided to wait just because I don't even know. I feel like maybe it was my low buy rules, or there was something else that I wanted at the time. And there's all of their palettes honestly intrigue me. They have a bunch of 9-pan palettes, and they're super cute. Like just the packaging, the colors, I think that they're super interesting. And I did watch a bunch of reviews on YouTube, and I'm saying a bunch. What I really mean is that I watched every video I could possibly find. There wasn't that many, but overall it seemed like pretty good thoughts on the products. And I just think that they're super cute. So I'm super intrigued to try them, and I don't know, I feel like any day now I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna make the order and do it. But also I'm trying to kind of, you know, just be conscientious of the changes that my low buy did for me and not overwhelm myself, because I want to be able to film with the things that I buy and be able to talk about them and not have like a stockpile of palettes that I haven't used that I've had for like 8 months kind of thing. So I really, really do want to try them though. And I feel like probably the one that I'm most intrigued by, let me just pull up their Instagram so I can look right now. I feel like this palette here, their Azulejo palette, is definitely the one that I'm the most intrigued by, but they have a lot of beautiful options. This one, I think this is the Papel Picado palette. So cute. Alrighty, so those are the top 10 brands that I'm hoping to try in 2020, and I'm really excited about it. I'd love to hear if there's a brand that's really on your mind to try this coming year. I keep saying that this year, it's already this year. I should have filmed this earlier, but I'm filming it now because I'm a procrastinator. Before I let you go, I thought I'd give you some quick makeup details just because I forgot to mention it in the beginning. But on my face today, I have one of the Sugar Drops shadows. I want to say maybe Gumballs from Divina on my lid, and then just a brown shade from the Make and Bank palette from Morphe. It's just a random transition shade, doesn't even matter. Then my highlight today is Scatter from Letho Cosmetics. I'm really liking this formula. I feel like it's so glowy and pretty. And then my lipstick is the lip liner and the soft matte lip cream from NYX in the shade London, which is such a pretty nude. I love it so much. I don't even know. I was gonna say like a warm brown, blue. It's a nude for me, so I really like it. And that's everything for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.